All right, first I'm gonna start off like this. They laugh at you because they feel like you're the alien. You're the alien to the equation. You are the anomaly, right? You're the being. You're the one who doesn't want to be human, right? So seeing as you want to be more than just human being, how they claim quote unquote human, they clown and make fun of you. They say that you're not the one. You're not smart enough. Go back and redo it again. Try it all over again. This, that, blah, 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 blah. We know more than you. We have the codes, we have the knowledge, we have the teachings. You have nothing. You're not smart enough. No, all right, that's cool, fair enough. I have to identify with that situation that they bring before me and say, well, maybe I have to go within to figure out what the situation is about. Now, me going within gives me revelations to what is transpiring around me, which means I have to go into my spiritual. I can't just be into my logical. I have to get into my spirit to figure out what is going on. Tap into my soul, my higher self. Without that, where would I be? Now, with that being said, we have a movie that was brought to my attention. Now, I don't know if y'all know anything about Kukulkan, Khan, but Kukulkan Khan was in a movie. He's an Avenger. No, he's actually an X-Men. I believe he's a mutant. Um, he's of a higher thing. They say this kind of correlates with the theory that a lot of things transpired over here in America than over there in Africa. How they say. Now, they have other individuals, Africans, that say that things coordinated over here first. So, who's to say? I'm not the all knowing, so I can't tell you actual facts on that. But if you know anything, make a comment down below. Now, with that being said, Kukulkan Khan was in it and depicted in the movie. He was actually in the series. He was mainly predominantly in South and Central America. Right? All right. So, being that he was in South and Central America doing his thing, which is basically the equivalent of being on the right side, because he is on the right side of Ba. If anybody know who Ba is, you know what I'm saying? So, with that being said, Kukulkan Khan went through his little process over there in the Americas. Then he travels over to where? He traveled over there to Egypt, Africa, and conquered. Excuse me. First, he went to Atlantis. Let's not forget that. He went to Atlantis first. Then he went over there to where? Africa. Very thin and very how do you say? Not to say that it's lacking anything. It's a lot of things were taken from this country. So being as the other Orientals and other places are getting very heavy and fat. That's how they do. So, like I said, he traveled over there to there, and then he encounters the Wakandans or the Egyptians. He established his foundation over there. But in the depiction of the series that I'm speaking of, they say he encounters the Wakandans, and they have technology wars and all this and stuff, and they were trained, and they had to bow down to him because he was superior to them, and he had a staff, a weapon that sent out a frequency, a vibration, and they used the water, which was alive, to do several things. Now, with that being said, you had to understand who the Wakandans were and how they got their tech and all that stuff, because it came from Ba, or you say Central America, or you say the Americas, because that's where he dwelled at. Because the dog who was tearing stuff up came from America. All right. He was killing and he's trying to shut stuff down. He's saying he gonna take them to the underworld, show them what it is. He was showing you the underworld, the underbelly of the system that they said that they had perfected and put in place to shackle and bound the people that they shouldn't have been shackling and binding. But they always said they want more. All right, so we're gonna give them some more, right? So he goes over there and encounters the Wakandans, tell him either get down or lay down, either join up or be disposed of, right? And in the process, they're figuring out how to manipulate the DNA and all that stuff, and they get the armors and all that, and basically spin you the history or the narrative of the world in a sense. Because if you look at it, the old gods become new gods and new gods become old gods. Because once you make it over there to Africa and establish the foundations and give them the technologies and all that stuff and coincide and do all that, there becomes the conqueror. Hence the agent guy comes on scene, and almost like Alexander the Great, he ended up getting the information from the Egyptians, and then he takes that information and sends it to Alexandria, which is the library, which is a woman, which they always know that woman is the oracle, which is the holies of holies, blah, which is basically the square, the foundation, which is the building block that you need to establish your DNA strands. Because if you don't have the woman, you cannot establish your building block and your DNA strand. So you need the square, right? You need the earth. You need the womb. You need the blade. So with that being said, she had to encounter her ancestors to get into her higher self. For her to achieve her higher dream, she had to go within and find her ancestors. And when she found the ancestor she thought she didn't need, she was looking for someone else. They gave her the one that she needed because that's the one who put her in the position to take care of business. And hence it brings back forth, you know what I'm saying? After them people took the titles and different things, and then they took that stuff that we had, they sent it to a different place, which they made their own gods, and then they brought them back to a different place. See, they established them somewhere else in Europa. They established them there, and then they sent them across somewhere else, right? No cap, right? Then they usually send them back. That's why they keep a certain particular people always lost in the sauce. They always use a certain particular people to say they're crazy. They always put them down. They're nothing. They're lunatics. They're psychos. Hence, they try to put that ring around you, that hologram, that ring around you. It's really down here. It's a symphony. It's a music. It's a line. They try to put it under you. A loop. They try to hit you with a loop-de-loop. They try to lace you up. They keep you bound. But that's all I'm just saying. I mean, you tell me if that makes sense. If Bastet didn't come before, if you think about it, if Bastet and them didn't come before Hermes and all them, it's crazy how they all met up though. You're seeing yourself being reincarnated several times. It's very sickening how a lot of people know what's going on, but they play like they don't know what's going on. It's very disheartening. That means they got a heavy heart. Their heart's got to be heavy as stones. Because if you're a very lighthearted person, very feathery, you know what I'm saying? Certain things shouldn't just, that's why a lot of people have problems. Now, like I said, mind you, earlier I had a situation where I got something wrong. And I felt like in all God's mighty power, I was right. But you know why I was wrong? Because I misread something, which is a loop. Like I said, that's a spell. Somebody could put something on you where you can constantly get something wrong to see something, which I had a interstellar vision where somebody told me that they were going to put something in my view to keep me from seeing what I was supposed to do. Somebody purposely told me that, and that's what you call spelling and casting, because they had to cast a group of people to do the loop, right? So for one to close their loop, they had to kill themselves, right? They had to kill the older version, right? So when you cast something, you have to put something in someone's view to get them not to understand what is going on. You have to trick them. So how do you do that? You got to trick someone to kill themselves. I can't just outrightly kill you or harm you without having a blowback. I have to have certain things because there will be repercussions behind the actions. So you have to have the person give you the rights or give you the keys to take from you. Hence, you know what I'm saying? And also in that movie, you see the woman acting like who are they trying to be? They was trying to pick themselves as like Alexander the Great and Cleopatra or the daughter or whatever, how you fucking want to say it. Or you could say they was trying to be Aphrodite and or Psyche or who? It's magnitude of people you use. These people were just being a whole bunch of agents. You know what I'm saying? All kind of gods, Babylonians and all that stuff. So, but just quick spill on that. If y'all feel like anything I'm saying is inaccurate or incorrect, please give me a little cut, a note down below and let me know.